Gemma and I bought Ellie back in the summer of 21 as a way of travelling our home country of Scotland as easily as possible, which was great. The rainbow's calling! However, now that winter has well and truly arrived, the shorter days and plummeting temperatures are really starting to take their toll on our van life experience. This is what it is really like to live in a van in winter in Scotland.
It feels so good to be back on the road. We've been staying around our hometown for the last few days, just waiting on a really exciting delivery, which got delivered this morning, so we'll tell you more about that later. But first of all, we have to do something really, really eye-watering, and that is get petrol.
£1.51 a litre for diesel. What? £1.17. Oh my god. I remember it was about £95 the first time we did it. Vanlife has suddenly got very expensive. Let's hope my student loan still has some juice left in it. Oh my goodness. What a way to start a video.
No, that's pricey.
Our journey north began along the bonny banks of Loch Lomond, the sun setting over the hills and a fine rain beginning to follow from the dark grey sky. We pulled up for the night at one of our favourite stopovers and got ourselves settled in for the night. Okay, so we've come to a place called Tarbet, which is just about halfway up Loch Lomond. We've been here a few times and it's probably one of our favourite park-ups in this location, if not all across Scotland from what we've actually seen so far, because it's got really good facilities. It's got a chemical waste disposal, it's got a water point, it's got the loch right there, and it's actually reasonably quiet. So of course the plan is to stay here tonight, maybe go down to the loch, check out at sunrise tomorrow. When it's daylight tomorrow morning I'll give you a proper tour of the facilities up the top, but for just now it's just nestle in and get ready for bed. Right, so what are we having for dinner?
We're having that yummy fake fish.
Oh good, good idea, yep. Chips.
Oh yes, I need to actually cut up potatoes.
Sounds good. Okay, so whilst the potatoes are cooking, I just want to quickly show you what our living situation is like. And now, before you judge us, bear in mind we were very, very busy last week getting the book sorted and waiting for it to arrive. And this trip was kind of a last minute decision, so yeah, we weren't very organised. This is how we are living currently.
The other day we pulled everything out and we were like, right, what do we not need for winter? Like what can we leave at home, swap, you know, get some more winter clothes. And yeah, basically just chucked everything on the bed. I have to say we haven't even swapped it all yet. We've swapped a couple of things, like grabbed a couple of jumpers and stuff, but we still have like summer stuff in here. Time to put them all away again. We'll do that again next week.
Oh, they are looking good. Here we are, babe.
Thank you.
The funny thing is, literally just finished editing the vlog just the other day of our trip to Ullapool, where we went to that fish and chip shop and we had the vegan fish, and it was how much? £13? Yep. It's about £13 or something for fish and chips, and they basically just give you 2 servings of that. So, and
this for 2 pieces costs £1.50 in Asda.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable, and it tastes the exact same. So I patch that if you're in Ullapool, go to a nearest Asda and get this instead. It is just absolutely delicious. Gas has run out. Why does this always happen first thing in the morning? looks like a beautiful bit there now. Yeah, looks like the rain's passed through quicker than expected. Alright, back to what I was doing before. Breakfast time. So yeah, good morning everyone. We had a little bit of a later night than expected last night, so we've had a bit of a longer morning. But that is basically because of the exciting delivery that we received yesterday that we realised last night we forgot to actually tell you what it was. Basically, yesterday we got delivered the first copy of our new book, NC 500, Destination NC 500. And yeah, this is a project we've been working on for months and months and months. It's like had an unprecedented success. We were not expecting to be making as many sales as we did from a humble little YouTube channel like ourselves, and we're just blown away by the support. But we're very, very excited because we've been working on this project for the past couple of years now, and it's finally taken shape, and yeah, we're just buzzing about it. Tell you what, this stuff right here, absolute game changer. Alright Bubs, here you go.
Oh,
and so here she is here, the fruits of our labour, our first ever self-published book.
bit surreal, isn't it?
I know, I can't believe it. Yeah, we're like so gassed about how it's turned out. There's just a couple of little things that we still need to actually perfect before we send it off for the final print. This was just a test copy, so we ordered one, and yeah, we're just absolutely chuffed with it. We were awake last night for so long because we did like a kind of unplanned launch of it. We sent out one email where we're just like, we received the book and we're very happy with it, and then we thought, you know what, let's just go for it.
Yeah.
The official launch is up, and that means that we're on a kind of a strict deadline now to actually get the final copies ordered so we can get them sent out to people. As usual, we're putting ourselves under stress, but you know, diamonds are formed under pressure. A couple of changes we want to make. What was it?
We want to change the colour profiling on it, so some of our photos are coming out kind of like with like a lot of vibrance. We kind of want them a little bit more
overly saturated
plain,
looking.
don't
Yeah,
we?
yeah, exactly.
So we need to change colour profile.
That's basically my own fault because I exported it, I believe, as RGB rather than a different colour profile, which is CMYK. Now, if that sounds like gibberish to you, it sounded like gibberish to me about 2 months ago when I was messaging one of my friends in Guernsey called Ben Fury, who's like a professional photographer. He does his own prints and everything, and he basically told us all about CMYK and yeah, explained the different language to us. So it's really is a learn as we go experience here. You need to bear with us, but we're so chuffed with it, and I'm just like, it's finally sinking in, the fact that we've actually spent so long working on it and we can actually hold something that we've produced for once. So as digital creators, that is like a completely different experience. It's incredible.
Yeah, first physical copy.
Unbelievable. And so this is the view you can enjoy if you actually come to the Tarbert Park Up. It's the reason why it's one of our favourite park ups. If you are following us earlier on in the summer, you remember we had a nice romantic dinner out on the pier just over to my right, and also we went for a wee swim just off the jetty. It is a lot colder this morning. It's been raining pretty much non-stop. I just came out at the only dry spell we've had, as we had planned to get out and do a bit of paddleboarding. I don't really think that's on the cards this morning, so we're just going to get ready, use the facilities, and then shoot off to our first destination. Okay, so I've read about this next spot online, but I've got no idea how to get to it, basically. And once again, we took the path off too early.
Once again, I've got my mouth full. Got like proper hungry, and Campbell had a bag of peanuts.
Emergency rations. So literally we're trying to find this place called the Fairy Knowe, just outside of the small cute town of Aberfoyle. And as usual, what we did was we took the path too early rather than just walking on a little bit more and seeing the signpost that literally says Fairy on it. So we've been walking for about half an hour now, round in a big circle around what is called the Doon Hill. We found it now. There's the path, and I think it's safe to say it's all Doon Hill from here.
Oh, I thought it'd be uphill.
Doon Hill from here.
I think I see my first sign that we're on the right track, but I'm not 100% what it is.
It looks like. So there's these things called Kelpies here in Scotland, which I only first read about when we were actually touring around the North Coast 500. On the Black Isle, you've got a place called the Kelpie Well, which from what I've read online is basically a kind of place that people bring handkerchiefs and napkins and just old bits of cloth, and then they write like wishes or kind of destinies that they want to kind of put out into the universe, and they come here and tie them. And what it does is it kind of creates this enchanting little place in the middle of a forest. And this forest is already cute enough, but this is just so cute. Wow.
Oh, it's one of those, what are they called? The tree stumps that you put the money in. And the tree house looks like it's like a little old house. It's been carved into the shape of like a little fairy house or something like that. It's proper cute. It's even got little windows.
So what do some of the notes say then?
There's one here that says, I wish that I will have a good life.
This is just so cool. It's just another part of Scotland that like I've never heard of before. As my parents said to me the other week, oh, if you're going up to Aberfoyle, you should check out this place. And yeah, it's a really cool place.
Cute.
Very cool. The only thing is, would it completely ruin how cute and magical this place is if I point out what that tree stump kind of looks like? Definitely doesn't look like anything apart from a tree stump. Definitely doesn't. And of course, Gemma the animal whisperer.
We need to go and say hello. Oh my god.
He's tiny.
It's like a toy horse. Can I get one?
He'd probably fit in the van as well.
I know.
Should put in a hot water bottle.
Hello.
He's got his big pal.
You're not hungry?
He can't reach the bag, bless him.
Look at that wee jacket.
You guys are using the wrong bags. You should be using that bag. And you should be using that bag. With the daylight quickly fading, we headed back to the van for some homemade soup and settled in for the night. The next day we headed back across to Loch Lomond for a getaway at the luxury lodges at Loch Lomond Holiday Park, enjoying a bit of fun and relaxation after the hectic past couple of months of van life. Alright gang, so since we last spoke to you, we've actually been spending a bit of time over in Loch Lomond again. We treated our family and we went to the most luxurious lodges that we've ever been to. It had hot tub, it had showers, it had a lochside view, and it had a washing machine, best of all. We just wanted to get away and spend some time with them, and we worked with Argyle Holidays just to kind of show off what there actually is available in Loch Lomond, and we had a brilliant time. We're going to be doing a full video on that. Hopefully it'll be out next weekend, so if you want to see what there is to do around Loch Lomond and just watch us actually enjoying a bit of luxury for once, make sure you tune in next weekend. Now however, we're over in Helensburgh. We're about to get some food, but first things first, the same as any post trip, we've not unpacked, and this is the state of our van. As usual. I don't know why we always live in such a pigsty. What are you in the mood for doing, babe? Tidying up or cooking?
Being warm. It's really, really cold. Those lodges were just like so warm all the time. Now I'm just like
we're well
back
into
to cold
winter.
van life in winter. It was snowing this morning. It's a bit chilly. I'll tidy.
Okay, deal.
If you want to cook.
Let's do it. Right, and what have we got for lunch? We've got heather honey, butternut squash and sweet potato soup. Aldi deluxe version, £1.60 for a full tub. Cheap, easy, job done. And you know what that means? Time to change the gas. I was actually curious, I can't remember the last time we changed the gas over, so I reckon, do you want to go and turn the change the gas over? That'll heat you up a little bit.
Can you show me how?
Oh, come on! Alright, I'll go and do it then. I want to see this place immaculate by the time I come back in. Okay, so back during the summer, probably a gas bottle would last us about 2 weeks, I would say, maybe 3, 2.5 if we could stretch it. I think coming into winter we're going to be needing to probably switch the bottle over at least once a week, because we need to be running the heating like all the time, and we've only got a gas heater. The electrical heating isn't working. That's on the to-do list as well, but until then it's all gas for us. I've got no idea what has just happened. It was absolutely glorious when we arrived, and it just looks as if there's a storm coming in, which I do believe there is actually one due tonight, but I was hoping we would see Helensburgh in the sunshine, but
I know we wanted to go for a nice walk along
the high street. Oh well. It's part of the reason why we need to head east today, is because there's a big storm coming in from the west and we don't want to be caught in that. So I think it's going to be lunch, quick whizzer in Helensburgh to get the essential shop, and then shoot over to Edinburgh to the east. What is that?
There's a big golden eagle here.
Wow. That is very cool. Was not expecting to see that. I don't know if that was a golden eagle or what, but yeah, just spotted it at the side of the road. What does that mean? How can this be a National Trust site and yet I've got literally no idea where I'm going? This is ridiculous. I just hope I'm not rocking up to someone's house. Hello!
It's not very well road signed at all. And I feel like Ellie's getting so scratched from all the trees. Oh god. So the spot that we're trying to find is called the Pineapple. Don't really know anything about it at all as of yet. But it basically it's just a big concrete pineapple on top of a building, and we're quite interested to see it.
How can you say no to that? That
Exactly.
just sounds so wacky.
Excuse me, is this the way to the pineapple? The pineapple. Is it? Is it? Oh good.
Oh, cool.
Perfect. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
perfect. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, have a good day. So that lady was very helpful. I don't know what that noise is. We'll be driving away and she'll be going, oh my god.
Sounds like the back wheel.
I know. Yes, so anyway, that lady was really helpful. She told us that we're on the right track. However, she did say that she doesn't tend to take her car down this road because it is so bad and she's not 100% sure where we're going to turn.
Fantastic.
Great. I'm quite surprised for a National Trust site that it's
Love
sort
a
of
challenge.
this difficult to get to and there's not like more information like telling you that, but anyway, we'll go and see what it's like.
This is what she's talking about. So I had hoped to try and get to see this pineapple in daylight, but apparently, was it? You're not allowed to go and see a pineapple unless you've got makeup on. That looks suspiciously like you're doing makeup to me.
It's just brightening eye cream because I feel tired. Are my eyes brighter now?
No.
It's because I turned the light off.
And so just reading the information board back there, this is actually called the Dunmore pineapple, and it was basically owned by the Earl of Dunmore or something, and he returned from the Caribbean one year and thought, I bloody love pineapples, that was delicious. Had them every day down on the beach in my hammock, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to put a giant big pineapple on top of my house because apparently it's a sign of welcome. So came back, made this huge stone pineapple. I guess it's a kind of similar to those people that Christmas comes and it's like the 14th of November and they go to B&Q and they see those giant Santa Clauses and there's like, you know where that'll look class? Right on top of my house. And then it's the only house in the entire estate that's actually got decorations up. But this is it right here. It's a big pineapple. Not extravagant at all, is it?
I love it. Looks like my hair does most days.
Yeah, literally, I don't think there's even anything really to do much around here. There's a big park, and on a sunny day, this would be gorgeous. It's like apple trees or something, because there's loads of rotten fruit over there. And there's just a big field, and you can take your dog a walk, basically. But
I'd say it'd actually be lovely in autumn.
Yeah,
with all the leaves
with all the
falling.
falls, definitely.
But there is actually like a big dog walk around. It's like 2 kilometres you can do, and there's like big pond area and things as well, which is nice. But
that's just the main attraction. I would drive 100 miles just to see this again, because that is just absolutely bizarre.
oh my goodness, it is so cold. I feel like I've been like making snowballs with my hands or something. It's like my hands just feel like ice. Whoa. So we are actually expecting a storm. Storm Bara is heading our way this afternoon in about 3 hours time, and it is expected to snow as well, so I can see why the temperatures dropped so much. This time to batten down the hatches. It's going to be cold.
So apparently I've read online that this is actually a really good spot for overnight parking. It's at the Kelpies, just outside of Falkirk. And yeah, I can't see anything about a cost. It might be free, so this might be where we're spending the night to try and wait out the storm. Reasonably big car park, no trees. And then I believe the Kelpies are just a 10-minute walk along that way. I think this will do nicely tonight. So we got about halfway from the car park up to the Kelpies, and then we realised it's actually free parking up there. And I've just felt a drop of rain. I feel like we're out of time. I just always think how cool a little house that would be. A wee canal boat overlooking that view.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I know, maybe
I
one
wonder if
day.
I'd get seasick on a canal boat.
Maybe one day we'll move into a boat life. From van life to boat life.
So we always forget just how big the Kelpies actually are. Like when you get up close to them, they're literally towering above you. And even when you drive past them on the motorway, you can see them from quite a distance. They're huge.
Alright, absolutely amazing, but it is definitely time for a hot drink because I cannot feel my fingers. Let's go and get a coffee, please. So we're just overcome with some form of madness. I don't know how to explain it. We were driving through Falkirk looking for a nice kind of little cosy pub to have a coffee in because the one up beside the Kelpies just didn't look cosy enough for us. It had like a hard floor and all that. It just looked cold from the outside, one of those pubs. And we decided to go for a gym class. Now we went in the door and we saw that they were doing this deal called 12 Days of Christmas at the place called the Mariner Leisure Centre just outside of Falkirk. Cracking leisure centre, like it's one of the best we've actually been to. 12 days for £12, and we just couldn't say no to that. We went to a body attack class and I'm actually shaking right now trying to hold the camera because I am blown. I am so tired, but I feel amazing. It's so good just to be back moving our bodies again and just actually exercising. It's been probably about 2 or 3 months since we actually caught COVID. About 2 months ago was the last time we actually exercised. Since then we've just been sitting stagnant trying to do the book. So yeah, fantastic getting moving again. What time is it now, however?
It is dinner time. I've worked up a massive appetite. It's now 10 to 9.
Luckily we did actually prep dinner before we went in, and it is going to be an absolute banger. This is one of our favourite meals, I've got to say. It's kind of like our take on like a spaghetti carbonara, but it's well fancy. So what I've done is I've grated the cheese and all that, sliced up some fresh lasagna sheets. So that's like a kind of tagliatelle. We're going to chuck that in later on. Feel free to take notes, by the way, because you are going to absolutely love this. So yeah, starting off, we've got red onion, some courgette and some garlic in the pan. I'm just going to fry that up until it's like nice and browned. Then I'm going to put in this fake bacon. It's not my favourite kind. We couldn't actually find the kind that we really like. So I'm going to chuck that in, fry that up as well. Then, because we went to the gym, get some cashew nuts in there. Love cashew nuts. And because we were on our best behaviour today, we decided to get the best thing in the world. A big old garlic baton. Alright, so a bit of salt in there, a bit of pepper. Extend this kitchen out to a bit more room. And the best thing about this recipe is it's a one pot thing, so we've just basically got this big giant wok. We've got a kettle boiling for later on just to cook the pasta, but it all just goes in here.
When it comes to me.
That's for dinner.
It smells so good.
Then what I'm going to do next is just take this stock cube and I'm going to just crumble that through because it like melts down and just kind of releases the aroma into the pan. It just smells amazing. Then the cashew nuts, big old handful of them. Get that frying. I hope you're hungry.
I'm sorry.
This is too much food as usual. Now when it's all nice and fried, just like a bit of water to stop it burning basically. Chuck that in, stir it around, that makes a nice veggie stock. And then I'm just going to take this and just spread it out in there, basically.
It's so much better with fresh pasta, isn't it?
It cooks so easily and it is delicious. And then as well, just to give that kind of carbonara creaminess, single cream over the top of that pasta. Just like a little bit of mustard. A little bit more. I don't do measurements, by the way. I just kind of wing it. And basically once the pasta's like all kind of mixed in amongst the cream and like softened, bang that lid on there, reduce the heat down. Oh, wait, I almost forgot the most important bit. Because Gemma almost ate it all, so it's the cheese. Oh, sorry babe.
I was just looking at you there.
Gemma just spent last night buzzing about how clean the cooker was.
What did you dump on it?
Cheese and bacon. All tasty stuff though.
Actually cleaning the cooker was so satisfying. It might actually be enjoyable to do it again. Oh my goodness.
I don't want any dishes. And here we go lads. Finished result. Garlic bread's still cooking, it's a bit undercooked, but we need to get stuck into this because it is freezing outside and it's not that much warmer in this van, so that's the joys of winter in a van life.
Yeah, but I think we're going to end this video here. So if you enjoyed watching, as usual, give it a thumbs up, let us know that you liked it and that we're doing the right thing. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so that you can join on our adventures next week.
Yeah, and make sure you tune in next week guys, because we'll be taking our parents to that luxury lodge and you don't want to miss that because they absolutely loved it. So we'll see you guys then.
See ya.